Hey, I'm Kev. Welcome back to MotoGP 19 as we continue through the historical scenarios. As we're Kenny Roberts Jr., the seed sown in 99 for a winning season of 500 class. The American and Suzuki reaped the benefits to Stefania, 6th in South Africa, the Caravan Rider starts his ride in Sepang. He wins his first Grand Prix in the World Championship here in 1999, beating Amit Doing in great form. In 2000, Kenny confirms his good relationship with the Malaysian track, first in free practice, second in first qualifying session, and again the lead in the second free practice with a half second lead. Pole cannot escaping and he leaves Capirossi back 594 thousandths of a second in second. He'll also win the race, by the way. So got clear conditions, we've got to complete a time in 208.1 or under. Well, it's crazy to think. Motorbikes have been going here. If they come here next year, they've gone here longer than the F1. And this track was made for F1. So, that's pretty crazy to think. Oh, I do like Suzuki Dash a bit more. Got the speed. Can just about see the gear I'm in as well. Like it a bit better than the Honda one, I'd say. And I do love the colour scheme as well, the movie star. Suzuki screen, bright blue and yellow. Even though I'm more Ducati, Honda fan, in MotoGP, I do perhaps like the Suzuki colour scheme the best, like blue and yellow. They're like my favourite colours together. As you may have noticed before in previous games where I've had to do custom colour schemes, such as actually MotoGP 17. As it was when I had my custom team, it was just blue and yellow. And I also don't mind Kenny Roberts Jr. as well. I mean, when I came into watching MotoGP back in the early 2000s, it was after this crest of the wave where in the late 90s, early 2000s, where with Suzuki, they're at peak form. They took over from Honda and doing a Privé, the take a world title in 2000, and in before Rossi won on the Honda. But then he and Suzuki just fell off. And he only got back on form back in 2006 and that crazy season. With like his own team, I think it was. Where he started getting podiums again. Finished top 10 in the championship. And one of many riders who could have won that race in Estoril, that Tony Elias one. Like he was right up there for most of that race. Virtually all of it. So that's not a good start. Got to find 5 seconds. 5.5 seconds. That's not how you do it in the first corner either. I'm never the greatest round sipping on a motorbike. Much better around it on a car. Unlike Kenny Roberts, he's going to be very good round it. There you go, 1.7 up already. Just need to continue up for the next 3 sectors. Then it'll be 7 seconds up, then we've done it. It's a bit more fun than a 500cc bike than a MotoGP bike though. Like with how lively these bikes are compared to MotoGP. I know MotoGP bikes have the insane acceleration. But this bike's just lively in every aspect. Accelerating, braking. It's a bit difficult to do on this thing. Particularly the braking. Like the braking's the biggest difference I'm finding because I'm going to use so much rear brake. And MotoGP bikes can just stop on a dime much better. But have much more grip, even though the acceleration's insane as well. They're like rockets out of corners, MotoGP bikes. Oh, I was in the wrong gear. That should have been second compared to these bikes, but just accelerate on these bikes, you have to be so much smoother. Plus you get some nice wheelies as well. We can't really see them, but that was pretty nice wheelie. And I'm not the biggest fan of bikes round Sebang. I always feel the circuit's way too big because, as I said, they were designed for F1 cars. Part of the Bernie expansion of the late 90s, early thousands of the sport. We're second off. Almost there. As I said, it was movie sites, Telefonica actually. Get my companies confused. Tactically going right, totally did not outbrake myself to get the launch off the corner. I run towards the first corner. So I've got to find a second. Well, we're pretty right in the first corner again, but not as bad as first time around. So yeah, as I said, it's crazy to think that motorbikes are now going to be racing around here longer than F1. There's going to be a long time to come as well with the Malaysian team, of course, in MotoGP now. So we screwed up this lap. You got that along with, of course, the Moto2, Moto3 teams as well. You have had quite a good few Malaysian riders as well. Of course, you've had Avi Siren in MotoGP, but he's dropping back to Moto2 next year. And we've had Pauli, Adam Nuruddin as well in Moto3 and Moto2. Karuddin as well. Moto3 and Moto2 in recent years too, so quite a few Malaysian riders around, and definitely a big market for bikes in Asia, of course. Very popular. And you see that with all the Japanese riders emerging now, thanks to the Asian Talent Cup. And there's also the Brit Talent Cup, and it's going to be the North or European Talent Cup or North European Talent Cup as well, the KTM coming soon. So it's going to be a rich kind of production line, hopefully, of talent coming into Grand Prix motorcycle racing the next few years, as the Asian Talent Cup has proven. There's lots of riders coming through. Are we matched? Oh no! How are we so close? Come on! Almost did it without sinking. But yeah, it's something that I think F1 not trying to do as well, or FI doing with F1, with having F2 and F3 now realigned or rebranded, shall we say. I mean, that's all it is rebranded. They're not actually different classes to GP2 or GP3. They've just been rebranded. Hello. That's why you don't read it too much. God, I hope I haven't screwed up this lap now already. I mean, I probably did already, so restart. But yeah, it just having F1 copy what they do on the Grand Prix motorcycle ride. Like Dorna have done a superb job with the CIV, like Junior World Championships basically got in Spain. Again, that's been rebranded from the Spanish Championship and European Championship to like the Junior World Championship now, the Moto3, Moto2. Well, that's a big wheelie again. Just about kept it in the rev range so to make that gear change. So yeah, now you're seeing that with F1, with F2, F3. Of course, I've had F4 for a few years now. But it could lead to issues in the future where we've seen with IndyCar, because of how good the Road to Indy system is. With the USF 2000, Indy Pro 2000 it's called now. used to be Pro Mazda and Indy Lights championships. Like, if you go through those championships in just 1 year, you could be going from karting to IndyCar in 3 years, like we've seen with ElusiveKev. And he's a teenager, 19-year-old, up to IndyCar. And Ollie Askew's also climbed along with the Dutchman in 1 year through those categories. And so now IndyCar's in a difficult position because we've seen veterans such as James Hinchcliffe and Sebastian Bourdais go. Like, Bourdais gone to IMSA now. And Hinchcliffe's working on sponsorship to be back in IndyCar. But we don't know the outcome yet of his sponsorship hunt. I mean, there are now a couple of seats at Dale Coyne he could aim for. And so, yeah, it could mean veterans are not going to be lasting as long as, there we go, he done it. Oh, that's a nice sticker. So, yeah, everyone's got to watch out for that. Or midfielders, basically, such as Hulkenberg, who's a casualty of Ocon coming back into F1. Kubica as well, even though he hasn't had the greatest year, unfortunately, coming back. But it looks like he's going to stick around F1, be with Haas as a test reserve simulator driver. Where we could have careers not lasting as long, like drivers coming in younger, but not lasting as long at the top level. They'll be given shorter leashes, no doubt, like we've seen in IndyCar in the past few years. I know that's mainly driven by money because, unfortunately, if you're not in the big three teams, you're going to be paying for a seat. Actually, most of the field are paying for a seat in IndyCar. So, yeah, maybe something to watch out in F1, but they do have, these driver programs where, like Red Bull, Mercedes, Renault, Ferrari, where they've got like a handful of drivers they support and follow and can choose from, and so half the grid is basically filled from those drivers. You got like Ocon, as I said, at Renault. I know he's a Mercedes junior. Got Russell at Williams as a Mercedes junior. You got Giovinazzi as a Ferrari junior at Alfa Romeo. So, yeah, it could be a weird situation where it could actually just be Team Driver Academy drivers filling up the seats. Because you see guys like Armstrong, Alesi, they're Ferrari junior drivers, Schwartzman as well, even though he's got some good backing as well, from what I understand. So, yeah, interesting time to be an F1 driver in the midfield. Like, guys like Grosjean probably won't last 10 seasons in, say, like a decade's time. They'll be out sooner from F1. But that challenge wasn't too bad. Found Sepang. And next time will be the fabulous Gary McCoy and his Yamaha round Valencia. Cannot wait for that. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.